you today. Safe travels.
Yay, all the trash is still down.
Well, you should be able to just port right to the end anyway.
Just to the Emperors, but I'm talking about the trash after the Emperors.
No, like you should be able to port right to the final chamber.
Oh, I didn't select that option. Early anyway. I forgot we killed Oro.
Indubitably.
Be seeing you.
No! Keep your feet on the ground.
We have a raid today, right?
Yes.
There's like nobody in this channel.
Thank you, John.
Do we need summoners outside? Should I log my locks?
Is.
Okay. Oh, you already have people to summon out front.
We do?
Yeah, I'm stand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're AFK.
Or
If we don't have, If we have no trash to kill, then chart's gonna be pretty low tonight.
That's true.
There's still a decent chunk of time for people to get here.
How many people in there too? Unless anybody just wants to be summoned.
Or you could just accept your fate and set your hearth here.
That's why I did. That's why I made these, so I wouldn't have to accept that fate.
Had my hearth set here since before the gates opened.
Sweet.
Yo yo.
Yo!
Well met. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys are all prepared.
What can I do for you?
Ah, so you logged your summoning alts back off, Ingron?
Yeah, John Dar had started some people.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do you not have a bug mount?
Who?
Gran.
Oh my god, I do.
Outstanding.
Say in your horse.
I'm part of Pit.
Yay!
They have such a happy jump.
Gran is part of our piss gang.
I'm just so used to getting on my regular mount on the lock for the past 2 nights. Just like, boing.
I just made a macro.
It's to the final chamber, right?
Yep. Piss Gang! Behold the almighty Piss Gang butt wiggles. And there's poor Warrior Jean, alone, in Blood Gang.
Poor.
Well, it's a little lonely.
Oh, depending on how many pally buffs we have available, we actually don't even need Sal for this fight. Just as a... if it would be better served with, like, light or something.
So, do we have everybody who's in raid up here towards the end?
I'm out here summoning.
Gotcha. Chip will be on shortly. But it looks like we are going to be a couple short.
That's right, I've been short all my life. More ways than one.
I'm actually going to go steal the diagram. Oh, I wonder if I can even find it now. Trying to find the diagram that the run we were in last night used, but
Somebody in our other run made a really funny one. Like, it was terrible. Every time he talked about it, he referred to it as this amazing drawing, and it was like just bad. I mean, good as far as like a guide, but like visually, it was just terrible. Some of that amazing handwritten like numbers in paint that makes it look like you're like a 3-year-old writing a number.
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Do you want us to wait out here for Chip?
Sounded like he was going to be, around 10 minutes late, something like that. And I don't know what's up with Soul. Apparently he blew another power supply in his computer somehow.
Do you, like, pour water on it or something?
Right.
That dude's computer is like 15 years old and just fucking blowing circuits out every raid. Sparks and shit flying everywhere.
And the new mage, Batea, I think has trouble understanding English, and I'm not sure understands what I told him about the raid schedule and stuff, so...
Yeah, that's kind of what I understood as well. I was trying to...
He was in my
pugs
for about a day. Had similar communication issues. How long are we going to wait? I'm asking, like, because I'm Hearth and Cenarian, and I wanted to go and pick up some more reagents if I have time to run back real quick.
I was just gonna wait for Chip.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, timing-wise, and if anyone else needs reagents, if I go buy some.
Like, I think 5 minutes max. We're just finding this diagram, and then I want to post it in Discord and start explaining.
I should be able to run back here from there in that time.
I don't need reagents, but if you run across any roasted quail,
I might actually have some in my mailbox. I'll check.
I have some roasted quail on me. Who needs it? Is that Reka?
not yes, right.
The wrong way. Damn it.
That was funny.
I wanted to go find the other quest turn-ins, and I went the wrong way.
Thank you so very much.
Kassoon appreciated it.
Tell me you were fully consumable and like world buff, dude.
You lived a lot longer than I thought you would.
Maybe I should take the first hit.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't hit that hard. Like, as long as you're not chaining it to anybody, it doesn't hit that hard.
I get so much of it, Rika, I throw it away, so.
Somebody gonna res him?
Working on waiting for my jumper cables.
Yeah, if you get a ton of that, just mail it off to any one of our hunters. We use that for our pet food.
Yes, please.
Alright, so everybody go have a look in the guild general channel.
No, wait! Let me res him. Or try.
Yeah, that's that diagram me and Faith were looking at today.
Yeah, so that diagram is where each group is going to stand, and if you look at the positioning of the 5 players in each group, that is approximately how you want to be oriented. And the one that is the yellow dot in the front there needs to be the melee. And if you have more than one melee in your group, I believe the 2 melee are supposed to stack on each other, like inside of each other's bodies. You also want to be putting your rangefinder to range 10, and don't be within that of anyone else, because that beam hits exponentially harder every person that it hits. So essentially what we're going to do to start the pull is everybody is going to follow me along the wall to get to the other side where Dose is already standing. You have to be completely against this wall in order to not pull the boss. So if everybody wants to just get up here and we'll kind of run across together.
Just when you're crossing, you can stand next to the wall on this side.
Yeah. So yeah, just hug the wall and make your way across. Now, of our hunters, which of you has the most inherent nature as a skier just on your DPS gear?
I think Tink is the highest. I think he's got 220 something.
No. On your
On your DPS gear, because you don't want to be in nature as a skier for the whole fight, it's just for the pull. And you obviously can't switch in combat, so you just, whoever has the most nature as a skier just on their character in their DPS gear is who would do the pull.
Well, with the buff, I have 80.
Yeah, I have 86 with my buff. I mean, I can chug a pot and go too, so...
That's an option. It just gets expensive for progression, like if we're not going to one-shot them.
I was going to say, I only have 6 pots with me, so...
I do with.
I'm at 96.
That apparently didn't come through, but I have some I could give you.
I'm at 96 with being able to switch my weapon.
Okay, well...
Yeah, I mean, I can change to my...
Oh, that's without your locked
same
law.
thing. Yeah, I can put my locked lore on and have Dexter 10 there too, so...
We're the same, yeah.
Yeah.
And so essentially, if you're looking at that diagram, everybody when they go in is going to, if you have a mount, be mounted up. If not, get there as quickly as you can, I guess. We were using swiftness potions, so I don't know if anybody has those, but if you don't have a bug mount, swiftness potions are kind of the way to go. But essentially, that's the start of the fight. The pull is like the hardest part of this fight, is you just have to get into position in those 8 groups around the boss. Then the fight is going to sort of start. You start DPSing Cthulhu. Every time ads spawn, those take priority. So you want to nuke the ads down as quickly as possible. The little eyes die super fast, and their mind flay is a bastard. So those ones should take highest priority. And then the tentacle dudes, just nuke them after there's nothing else. And then anytime there's no ads up in your zone, just go ahead and fight the boss. Melee, you only want to be switching to ads if they're close, like within your pie. So if they're within your pie piece, go ahead and go and knock them down. Otherwise, it's up to another group or the range to take them down.
What is pie piece?
Kent, did you go over so groups 1 and 2 in the diagram? There's 2 dots. One's like maroon, one's like bluish green. Are those specific spots for somebody?
So they can be for the really sweaty guilds, as they'll have people stand exactly here, here, and here, and this one's the healer. And for us, we're not going to get quite that crazy, because, I mean, I did it last night, and it really is a joke once you catch on to it, so.
I mean, I was just thinking maybe because hunters, we have the longest range. Maybe we should be at the back of each group.
Yeah, we should be, yes.
Yeah, the only thing is that you guys are also the best to be hitting the eyes, like in other groups and stuff, to be helping take out the eyes. So it's whatever works out. Like, basically, we're going to all run in there, and you're probably never going to be in exactly the same spot twice, right? Because you've got to be range 10 from other people. But after we do it a few times, everybody's just going to kind of pick a spot, and then you will kind of be in the same spot.
Okay.
So am I going to run in first to soak the beam?
Yeah, so that's the pull. You're running in first. You're going to run straight towards the boss and go right into him. And then once everybody else is in place, then you run to your group.
Which is straight back to the other side because I'm in group 1.
Group 1.
Which is the other reason why you'd be a good person to do it, right? Because you can just basically run almost straight through Cthulhu. And you could probably go straight to your position because you have the furthest to go. So everybody else should be in position by the time you get there.
Oh, so group 1 is on the far side of Cthulhu.
Yes, yeah.
That's what it says on the diagram.
Yeah, it doesn't really show that. I mean, there's an arrow at the very bottom, but the opacity thing is right there, so.
Yeah.
Kind of hides it a little bit.
But yeah, so we enter from the bottom of that picture is the entrance to the door.
Okay.
So so people need to scoot over farther then, because as soon as I come around that corner, you guys got to be more than 10 yards away.
So for the pole, you have to go back, hug the wall, and go to the other side of the doorway, and you're going to enter from that side of the doorway.
Okay.
Who doesn't have a mount? You should probably put them in group 8.
True. If you do not have a mount yet, just type 1 in raid chat, please.
Did Ashriel just DC?
Hope not.
He's showing as offline for me.
Hopefully
Yeah, for me as well.
Hopefully he's just saving buffs. Ashram?
Hi, Birdie.
Yes, Birdie likes to chit-chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the other thing we need to do is place a mark on each of the melee, or one melee in each group. So I will get the star. The only thing is the star gets used by DBM, so that one is going to disappear. But
the people that have assist turn off that option in DBM, then it won't do it.
yeah, but I kind of want to leave it on because that eye that pops up is like the most important thing in the fight. So to have a mark pop up on it is helpful.
It's not that, it pops up on the person targeted by the I-beam.
Really?
Yeah. That's what was happening to us, at least.
Gotcha. It looked like it was putting it on the actual eye when we were in our group, but maybe someone else is doing that. We had people messing around with marks constantly. It was driving the raid leads nuts last night.
They should enable the chat option that lets you see who's putting what marks on who.
Somebody is helping me with these marks, apparently.
I did it already.
Oh, you could have told me you did it! Here I was trying to do it myself. Okay, so the person who is marked in each of those groups is one of the melee for that group. So when we start moving for the I-beam, essentially you want to be pacing with that person. So when the I-beam starts, Cthulhu's I-beam this is in phase 1, he's going to start aiming it in one direction around the room, and it's either going to spin clockwise or counterclockwise. And we're going to call out which direction it's going, and then everybody is going to start moving in that direction. You're going to move around the boss basically until you are completely 180 degrees from your initial position, and then you're going to be DPSing from that location. I am told that mages can blink through the I-beam and keep DPSing, but my feeling is that that's going to mess up positioning and that people are going to blink too early, too late, and get killed. So I would like people to just, at least for our first few attempts until we get the hang of everything, just try and follow around the room.
Clockwork.
You have to move slowly because... Yeah, you have to move slowly because everybody's got to pace because you don't want to be getting... you want to be in your next location when the beam stops. You don't want people scattered all over. So if people are moving too fast and they end up in the wrong position, it's not ideal.
Pretend it's musical chairs.
If you can pinpoint exactly where you're supposed to be on the other side of the room, you can go there right away because there is no I-beam. There's no chain beam during that I-beam phase, but it can happen right after. So if you can determine exactly where you've got to be, you're welcome to run there immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say, it should be exactly opposite where you are when you start.
Yeah, it is, exactly. So that is basically lather, rinse, and repeat phase 1. Once Cthulhu is DPS down the first time, we're going to enter phase 2. As soon as phase 2 starts, the entire raid needs to be running to the very back of the room where the altars are. And we're going to loosely stack in that area at the back of the room. That doesn't mean we're actually stacking, it just means everyone needs to be in that back half of the room. The reason being that the adds in that phase are going to spawn on people. And when they spawn on you, if you have the big I-beam in the far side of the room and it doesn't get interrupted immediately, it's going to wipe whoever it hits. So that is priority number 1. As soon as the I-beam comes out, I want it to be pally stunned. I don't care if all of the pallies hit it at once, pally stun the thing. Because that it will start casting immediately, but the cast bar doesn't actually show up on it, so it's difficult to interrupt. Then, as soon as that pally stun ends, I want everybody with an interrupt interrupting the thing. I don't care if we all use it at once. It's probably going to be dead before another goes off, and there's going to be someone who misses the interrupt who can go ahead and pop it on the next one if we have another one.
The video I watched today said that Death Coil will also interrupt it too.
Yep, it can be stunned, it can be CC'd almost any way. Obviously not polymorph because it's not humanoid or a beast, but anyways. Yeah, pretty much any form of CC will work on it. It just needs to be interrupted however we can do it and just burn the crap out of it. The other thing that's going to be happening
in that phase.
Ranged is picking off the far ones and everybody else just takes care of the close ones. But that was the next thing that I was going to say, is when the little eye beams pop, they're going to pop in a circle just like they do during phase 1, and they have to be DPS down as well. But like I was just saying, the ranged have to take care of the far ones. Hunters are the best to do it, they have the longest range. Fire mages are, I think, the same, but essentially they have to be burnt down, and a fireball, if it crits, is like more than their health. So usually hunters are the best ones to be put on the far ones.
And this is all while we're still grouped up in the back of the room, right?
Yes, because the only ads that are going to be spawning anywhere other than right next to us are that ring of little eyeballs.
Around Cthulhu himself, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So while all of that is going on and we're taking care of all of those ads, people are going to be getting eaten periodically during that phase. When you get eaten, it's like a slug that pops up out of the ground. It's going to suck you in, and you're going to go inside his belly. When you get in there, if you're ranged, stand back from the tentacles, because their melee hits actually hit pretty decently hard. And what we want to do is pick the right-hand tentacle when you're looking at the portal to get out. And you're going to burn that right-hand one down immediately. As soon as that right-hand one is dead, then we're going to start DPSing the left-hand one. But do not kill that left-hand one until it's called for by the people outside of the boss, because we have to make sure that we've got all the ads wiped outside when you kill it, because he's immediately going to go into vulnerability phase, and that's when we can DPS Cthulhu in that phase. When you're on the inside, the other thing to watch out for is stacks. You're going to be getting stacks of basically his stomach acid. It's disgusting. But it's going to deal more and more damage the longer you're in there. And in my experience, for a caster, if you get to like 5 stacks, that's usually when you want to start thinking about getting the hell out of there, unless you have a healer in there with you. If you have a healer in there, you can survive a little longer, but make sure you leave exactly when the healer leaves. Because you will die immediately if you've got high stacks and no healer.
Now, don't healers basically want to just throw some heals on some people and then pour it out so that we can get the DPS in there?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, if there's only one healer inside, you can kind of keep the DPS up long enough that they can deal a little more damage to the tentacles. It's kind of like, we'll get the feel for that as we progress on it.
Yeah.
But like if people outside are struggling for heals, which they usually won't be in that phase because everybody's clumped up, so everybody who is a healer can be compensating for each other. So if we only have one inside, you can usually get away with staying there for a little bit longer. But when you do teleport out, something that I learned the hard way last night is you have to be on the middle of the platform. If you're on the edge of that platform, it will make you hit the roof of his stomach and you'll fall and take fall damage. And that is what I died to on our kill attempt. So the other thing to realize is that it's not everybody gets their own punt. As soon as someone steps on that platform, it'll start the punt animation. And so if you're running towards the platform and someone else already has it started, it's probably going to go off before you get to the middle of the platform. So unless you're running exactly with someone else, you want to wait for them to get punted out and then step on it after they've left.
Those are the people inside of Cthulhu?
Yes, those are the people inside. That's how you get out. And that is essentially the whole fight. We're probably going to have, with lacking some people, we're probably going to end up having 3 of those phases, but we'll see. We may be able to get it in 2, just because some of our DPS are kind of...
Oh shit, go.
Okay, go everybody, get to your positions!
We have raiders outside.
Wow, shit. Sorry, guys.
You can at least see it.
High beam on me again, and I'm dead again.
Yeah.
Just feel out your positions, spacing, blah blah blah.
It's inside me. We're good.
There's a tentacle.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good for being a mispull.
I can't do any damage.
We got tentacles coming up.
Eye tentacles, take them out.
Dark glare going counterclockwise.
It started on my face.
Nacho, move.
Go right.
When we finish, we'll be exactly opposite from where you started.
So for the people with symbols, just don't, if you can help it, try not to like lap anybody, so we maintain order.
Yeah. Try to move at the same rate as the I-beam. That way...
Alright, get inside me.
I-beams.
Eye tentacles, kill them.
Like, it's not gonna matter how fast we kill the eye if we don't get those tentacles down.
Yeah, the ads take top priority.
From across the room here.
Do melee people just pretty much stay here? We're not like chasing down tentacles, are we?
Counterclockwise?
If they're in your zone, like, basically if you think of the room as a pie shape, if they're within the pie that you're in, then you attack them. Like, melee included, I mean.
Especially because the Mind Flay is interruptible, and melee are going to have the most interrupts.
Yeah.
Because that Mind Flay ticks for 750 damage a second, so...
Yep.
It's like super critical. Like, you get one person targeted by 2 of them, and they just drop like a friggin' rock.
Yep.
Well, at least
Well,
we saw
he's
some
at
of the mechanics.
51%.
Yeah, we did pretty good for that. Missed.
Oh yeah, that was really good for a mispull. Like I said, I was surprised by how easy this fight actually ended up being.
It's 100% execution.
Do we release and run back?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much everybody has to run back. If you manage to make it out into the hall, you can be rezzed, but otherwise you're screwed.
One.
Sorry
That was
about
something
the
I was-
mispull, guys.
Something I was actually going to say and then I forgot because I'm super tired. Was that I had that happen to me at camp where the eye started like right on my location, and I realized that the warning sound in DBM corresponds almost exactly when it actually starts doing damage, but the eye itself turns red a few seconds before that. So as soon as you see it turn red, look and see where the pupil is, and you know where the beam is going to start. And then if you're in front of it, you have plenty of time to get out.
Yeah, everybody make sure that you're choosing port to the final chamber when you talk to the person to port in.
King's honor, friend.
What can I
Light
do?
bless you.
So for the melee folks with symbols on your head, just kind of remember who your left and right people are supposed to be, so when you finally settle down, you know, you can kind of figure out what you're supposed to be.
Oh, and I lost my skull somewhere in there, so I think maybe Angrod, if you still have your skull macro going on, you may have to not use that for this fight.
I don't even have assist, so it won't work anyway, I don't think.
Weird.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
I thought you were supposed to be Star.
Me?
Yeah, you were Star.
Oh yeah, that's why I lost my mark. Never mind.
Yeah, it throws a skull on you when you get targeted by I-beam, I believe.
If the people that have assist turn off that option to set the star on the target of the I-beam, it won't do that. It's like, I feel like you don't really have enough time to like react if you're too close to somebody that's getting targeted with I-beam anyway.
It's true.
I mean, like, the only thing you can do is just don't be too close to somebody that's, you know, when I-beam is a possibility.
Out of curiosity, why do we hop over to this side to pull?
Lessens the chance of the I-beam bouncing between people.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't really matter which side is used for what, but you always want your puller going in from the opposite side of the raid.
If he gets hit over there, at least we're out of the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, my hands are off my keyboard.
All good. I mean, we need to get in there and kind of see one anyway, so. You did say it was okay, like when the I-beam's going on, I can run. If the I-beam's out of the way of my position on the other side of the room, I can basically just run straight there and then start DPS and stuff down, right?
Yeah, you can.
Chip is logging on.
Should we go have 3 people poured out?
Can't pour it out.
We've got him already there, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
We actually only have 2 people that are not up here with us. And I think they're just on the other side of the door.
Oh, really?
Well, there's always Angron's ult.
Well, he is in Felwood, so.
Hunters, don't forget to put up your wild.
Yeah, let's put one more ranged into Group 8 at least.
Maybe someone from 4 or 3. Yeah, so it's the opposite side.
Yeah. Yeah, that should work now.
We don't have Chip here.
He'll get here eventually.
I can summon him if you want. But then you have to summon him inside.
Well, once he gets inside, he can just port. Just
Oh,
like we
duh.
did.
Yeah. Do we want to wait for that?
Are they on?
They can be.
Maybe we should just do that then.
obviously log him in and summon him. He's in Playwood.
Imagine like we don't, and I mean, great, but we one shot Cthulhu.
I don't think we can one-shot him because we already died to him.
Sick burn, bro.
So Dose pointed something out that any of the groups that are on the far side of the room count as being in front of him, so he couldn't backstab. So I switched you back, K-Preem, and I put Dose in Group 8.
So Juicy and I will just stack on each other?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're getting inside each other.
I'll be inside you, buddy.
Can you put the
Group 4 needs
triangle
a
on
melee, though.
somebody in group 4 then?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch somebody over to there.
I can go over because there's 2 of us in group 1.
That is true, thank you. And then I will steal Callie.
Oh crap! I'm in a new group. Okay.
No, we
You
want
get
Kelly.
to run all the way with me. Oh, I got moved.
Yeah, so just double check your group just before we go.
Yeah, everybody double check your group, double check the diagram.
You don't have a marker for Group 4.
Yeah, you need to put it on
Dose
me.
moved.
And can't you'll have to
I'll
quick
fix
run
it.
down the chip.
Oh, you got it.
All right.
Neighbors.
I ran to the wrong spot last time. Because I ran to the one spot all last night.
So is Chip here now?
Yes.
Oh, he's in the instance. Okay.
Yeah, Chip, you're gonna have to go and talk to.
Oh, go back, Chip. Turn around and go back up the stairs and take a left. I got him. Mind vision navigation for the win. Go in that hallway right there in front of you.
I'm gonna play my priest
And he's-
so I can do that.
He's right there on the far left guy. Just talk to the far left guy. And
Little
say
short
teleport.
I like John Doe's idea better, because this way he can't accidentally mispull. What's Giggle doing on that side of the door?
Giggling.
He's more than 10 yards away.
Hey, Chip, just find somebody in your group and stay with them, but stay 10 meters apart.
Do a slash range 10.
Yeah, slash range 10 and kind of follow Zalana, but you want to stay spread 10 yards apart from everybody in your group. There is a diagram up in Guild General Chat if you want to have a look at kind of the positioning.
Second part, kill ads priority before boss, and then just kill boss.
Yippers.
Enjoy.
Oh crap.
Rinse, repeat.
Get on your mounts.
Everybody mount up that has one.
Buffing.
Get on your mount. I'm on Juicy because I'm going to be inside him.
Okay.
Let's do this, Juicy.
Oh god, man.
It works.
All right, I'm gonna put a pull timer up. That pull timer is for Tink to run in. Do not run in until you see him get hit by the first beam.
5, 4.
So you want to be over here where all the marks are,
1.
so that you can see into the room to see when he gets the first beam.
Beam.
Go! Get some heals on Tink right away.
That went well.
Whoa!
Gotta keep your spacing even while moving into the room.
Yep.
Hey, move up a little, Juicy. Perfect.
Yeah, we just killed like 2 people. The melee did. Me and the X group left of me. don't know, stacking melee might be a good idea.
Well, the thing is, everybody else needs to be the 10 yards away from you, right? Dark Glare, move around, kill the ads on your way past them.
That fucking tentacle punching me into the
Watch range, like people keep moving into my range.
Yeah, range is super important to keep.
His eyes up.
One eye tentacle still up.
Claw tentacle in the back by the door.
Dead. Oh no.
Oh, sorry. I'll leave those to you next time. You had it anyway.
They only have 1500 health.
Yeah, they're really weak.
God, these things really like me.
Dark Glare.
Clockwise.
Gang, kill ads on your way by. There is no way to know.
There is. Just look at it. If he's it starts when he's looking at you. So when it turns red, if the eye is looking at you, that's where it's going to start.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said as soon as the eyeball turns red, look where the pupil is pointing, and that's where it's going to go.
I didn't actually realize that. Because he spins around so damn much, I just assumed it was random.
Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier, like when it, because the DBM like sound is like almost simultaneous with the glare actually starting.
Counterclockwise.
Yeah, that was a good like 6 seconds there to react.
Yeah. Exactly. You just have to watch for it to turn red and notice where the pupil's pointing at that point.
Hey, Roldy, move to his backside so you could backstab. There's no need for the 10 meter thing on this part.
Yeah, not until you stop moving. I did.
Those eye tentacles need to go down like twice as fast.
Yeah, they're like the absolute highest priority.
Yeah. Takes about 4 seconds for it to kill someone. Yeah, it's a wave.
And the I-beam only hits for 40,000.
Well, it depends how many people it goes through.
No, he means the dark glare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed one shot.
Yeah, that one is definitely a one shot.
Yeah. But we took almost as much damage from I-beam and Mind Flay.
Yeah, we need to do a much better job with the Mind Flay. Especially
and spacing.
melee.
That was awesome. Shot his eye beam through the wall at me.
He's like, what is this line of sight you speak of?
Angrod, you made it out of combat? Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Can be done.
Yeah, if it's going to be a wipe, you can run out of the room around the corner, like where we start, and just fan.
I was running away.
And he hit you.
And he hit me. I was actually in the room where we teleport to. I was just about to feign death, and I got I-beam on you. Ah, crap.
Yeah, I mean, taking 2 in a row, the only way that can be counteracted is if your healer gets you healed up before the next one hits, right?
So, quick question: pets in or out for this fight? Because they're not going to be. Are they going to count for the chain with the beam?
So they do. They can be targeted with the beam, which can be very dangerous.
We should not have our pets out for this fight.
Don't bring them out until after.
So, I thought the whole reason why the first person ran in was so he could absorb that beam and run it right to him, so everybody can get into position and it wouldn't chain to him.
It was the second beam that people got hit by. Like the other thing, because you want the hunter to get like the first two-ish. And I think the issue was like, if anybody does like anything that puts them on Cthulhu's threat table, like anything at all, any action whatsoever, he can target somebody else with the beam for the second one, which is probably what happened there.
So I should probably stop and shoot him too, huh?
Well, I mean, ideally people need to be watching the range as they go in, right? So you've got your rangefinder on, and even as we're rushing in towards the boss, you want to try and stay spread out. Don't be close to a bunch of other people, because if you do get targeted, you're just going to get obliterated.
Yeah, my vanilla guild used to spread out in the hallway and like sorted by like, you know, who had to run the farthest, and then like pre-spaced themselves, and then everyone started running when they were already 10 yards apart.
That's interesting.
Which took some prep work out in the hallway, but they used both sides of the hallway and had like, you know, two lines of people running in. It's kind of interesting.
Anybody else's rangefinder keep disappearing?
It'll disappear and then it'll automatically come up when the fight starts.
Yeah. So that's the main thing, and like even melee should be circling around the outside of the room to get to where they're going, kinda. Because the chances are that the first couple of mine beams are gonna end, or not mine beams, I-beams are going to be on the people close to Cthulhu, because they're going to be the ones that get a swing on them as they're going by or whatever. And yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's have group 1 and 2 stack on me, right beside here. I'm gonna throw the star on myself. So 1 and 2 should be stacked on the star. 3 and 4 should be to the right, a little ways over. Like 3 and 4 should be further over, like kind of where the X is right now. That's where 3 and 4 should be. And then 5 and 6 should be equivalent distance to the right of that, and 7 and 8 should be the furthest ones down.
So X should be way back here.
So 3 and 4 should stack with me on the triangle.
Yeah.
Zalana is AFK.
Maybe?
Do we have
Listen
Mark
up.
Wild going out?
Frustrates me when the simplest instructions are completely ignored.
I'm not AFK.
Okay, so then did you hear what we said? Move back.
Come stand at the back of the line with us, please.
Like, we're trying to stagger entry into the room to help with spacing. So when we start going, we're all going to start going at the same time, but if we're starting with the group spaced out, we're all moving the same speed, we won't catch up to each other as quick and be as clumped up.
Mark of the Wild doesn't, or Gift of the Wild doesn't stack with Aspect of the Wild.
I remember when seeing it that
Right,
they
so
actually would tell 1, 2, 3 to go, and then it was like 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8 go. That way it's a little spaced.
Where's...
Yeah, just waiting for Chip to get back in the instance.
Come on, Chip.
It's been a ghost for a while. Like a while. We should just take shots when we were waiting on people like that. Like, why not? We're gonna keep wiping, so let's just keep seeing it and getting better. Instead of losing like 10 minutes to somebody running back.
I don't think Chip realized that we have to run back every time. Let's get a summon on him.
Alrighty, buff him up, heal him up. Meep.
Zip dang. Well, cool. My prescriptions are ready, guys.
Alright, everybody's ready. Pull timer for Tink is going up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Away he goes. Wait for it. Alright, first few groups go. Alright, everybody follow. Try and stay spread as you're running.
Yikes. 3 of them in a row. Okay, goody. Nah, he just killed me.
That's a better entry.
I'm glad I could be the sacrificial lamb.
If we have a druid in range, why don't we pop him up?
Now get away from me.
Weesh.
Eye tentacles.
Dark
glare, watch for his eyes, start moving.
Counterclockwise, sorry. Counterclockwise.
Clockwise?
Oh my. No! Wrathfart! Continue to watch space. Because it's good practice.
Space back out, right?
Yep, space back out, guys. You should be on the opposite side that you were originally now.
Angron, get inside me.
Like, okay, so when we say space out, that means space out.
I was wondering why I couldn't see you, Can. I was like looking for you. I was like, where the hell is he at? You're dead.
I killed him.
Dark glare. Clockwise. Eye beams.
You're already dead. Just release and run back.
Yeah, if you've already
sitting.
died.
I mean, there's not really too much point. We can't zone in.
Yeah, it makes more sense to just sit and watch the fight.
Alright, get those eye tentacles down.
we still have to wait for the last people to get here to buff anyway.
Keep at it, guys. If you can make it to phase 2, it's good to at least see it.
And we are getting better each attempt.
Yeah, like our biggest weak spot right now is still the I-beam.
Yes. Dark glare. We are going counterclockwise.
So all DPS should be on the ads right now.
20% right now. Awesome.
If there's even one ad up that you can get range on when you're going around the boss doing Dark Glare, there should be no DPS on the boss.
19. That's our best stat. Best yet. He drops pretty quick. Pretty surprised at that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole ton of HP. That's why the fight's such a joke once you get the mechanics down.
He has a ton of HP.
Not for a final boss in this tier raid.
He has the most HP even of Nax Ramas. He has the...
Right, if you include both phases.
That's pretty good. Almost 12%? 12%?
Faith and I were crossing paths, and she got hit with an I-beam, and I got obliterated.
Yeah, you just have to put the range meter. Put it somewhere on your screen. That's
counterclockwise.
You guys are still going? Okay.
7%.
Eyes.
6%.
Alright, wipe it up. Not gonna make it to phase 2 anyway. Definitely a better attempt overall. We'll get her.
Oh yeah, much better.
I think Cthulhu's a guy.
Well, I'm not gonna go under there and check.
He is a guy. Do you not see his tentacle?
I see many tentacles.
We should ask Bayok about that.
Haha.
He has tentacles and at least one big ball.
I am noticing healers standing next to the eyes. So if you see one next to you, it would help if you stand away so the melee can help out.
Yes.
That is a good point.
Guys, tentacle whenever I can as well, because those are annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely all interrupts should be saved for those stupid eye tentacles. They're a-holes.
We should also make sure that we are watching our range right after the I-beam phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people, like when they're still moving back to their spot, like after Dark Glare finishes, you have to be really conscious of like where people are. Like, don't run between two people, run around them instead. That kind of thing.
Yeah, just pretend that everybody in here has coronavirus.
Exactly.
Except you. Everyone but you has coronavirus.
Maybe you have it and you just want to protect them from getting your coronavirus.
In my experience, that's always less effective.
Alright, we got this. Every attempt we got better, so this is it. This is phase 2.
Why are you yelling?
I'm not yelling, my mic.
He was totally yelling.
He's just excited. He just wants to kill Cthulhu.
Indoor voices.
And like if people have nature resist potions, once we get to the point where we have a chance of getting through the whole fight, it doesn't hurt to throw one on, because it'll eat, a decent hit from an I-beam or something. The I-beams themselves are nature damage. I don't think the Mind Flay is, though.
Mind Flay is shadow, and it can be fully resisted, but not partially resisted. But we're putting up shadow protection before each pull, so.
The beam hit me for like 2,700. That's with the resist portion that I had. At 680 of it resisted, but the beam itself, if you didn't have any, would deal 2,700. And I got hit with it multiple times this raid, or the last attempt.
Yeah, I've had it, like, with me being the single target, I've had it hit anywhere from, like, 2k to, like, almost 4.
Sounds about right.
Which is why it sucks so much when it chains.
I'm good, Tally. I got the bigger ones.
Okay.
Oh, I should also say, if you have a few nature resist potions, or like greater nature resist or whatever, but not a lot of them, you may want to save them, because we are going to head to Vasidius once we get this down tonight, as long as we have adequate time. This is also a very difficult fight to get through phase 1 on without having a full 40-man, because you're relying on each individual group to have enough DPS to keep their adds down. So with 3 of our groups being down 1 player, it does make it a little more difficult.
With the Mind Flay eyes, should melee, like during the fight, not during the rotation, should melee be running up to him or just hitting the boss?
Yeah, melee should be running up to the Mind Flay adds. All casters and healers should try and stay away from them when they spawn, so that melee can go up to them and interrupt them. It'll help reduce the overall damage being taken a lot. And allow melee to help kill the adds. So Faith and McWizzy, are you guys ready?
Yeah, I typed it in.
Okay. Pull timer going up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, back groups start going. Everybody else start going.
Spacing, spacing. Hey look, Tinky lived.
I stopped in the middle.
Yeah, if you want to stop there every time, I'll throw you a few heals to get you in position.
Alright, let's just keep control.
Tentacle there. Oh, it's down. Eye tentacles are up.
Dark glare.
Dark glare. Keep an eye on where it's going.
counterclockwise.
Maintain your distance, guys.
Yeah, so everybody should be getting away from everyone else right now.
Triangle and square are too close.
Gnomes, you can fit behind the pillars if you have to.
Get them eyes down.
Eye tentacles.
Square and X are too close.
I'm too close to Moon, so somebody's gonna get hit.
Yep, this got hit by X.
Do you want to juicy up? I can pull him up.
Yeah, bring him up.
We have eyes in 5.
Dark glare in 1. Watch out.
Clockwise.
Oh my gosh, it was right on me.
Yeah, you gotta look at that at his eyeball when he's starting.
Yeah, I did, and I started to run, and then it went off. So
Yeah. Keep at it. We're almost into phase 2.
When phase 2 happens, we are all stacking in the north by the gong. I'm sorry, by the ding dong.
There you go. I was getting ready to say.
Make sure you're spread out, guys.
More to hear.
Make sure we're killing the tentacles still.
Yep, eye tentacles. Everybody go.
Kill these eye tentacles before we push into phase 2.
gotta watch your range still.
Alright, everybody north right now. Move, move, move.
To the far end of the room.
He does not do the beam himself during this phase. It's the eyes that pop up out of the ground that you have to get.
Range, get that.
Range, get that claw in the back.
Whoa.
Yeah, it'll punt you far.
Nice, it moved close to us. Giant eye tentacle soon. Get ready to interrupt it as soon as it pops. There it is, in the back. Interrupt.
Get the little ones too.
How are we looking inside?
Right one's almost down.
Alrighty, make sure we do not kill the left one.
There's still eyes.
We need range taking out those eyes on the far side, guys. I'm getting obliterated here.
Azrio, can you innervate Venice?
Yep. He has it.
Claw tentacle up here.
Get them eyeballs.
Watch your stacks when you're inside.
Thanks for the heals, Venice.
You were dead before I could even get in range of you, Burrow. You can't just stand there in the poison.
Wasn't in the poison, wise ass.
Get the little eyes out. Big eye is up. Let's get it interrupted, guys.
Oh, goodness, I just got swallowed.
Good job in the eyes.
How we looking in there?
What percent is the second one at? 35. Alright, take it to like 20-ish. Little eye tentacles up. Oh, I got sent in. Make sure all those tentacles outside are taken down. It's almost dead inside, so let me know when those are all down.
It says there's a giant eye in 5 seconds.
He's weakened, so start DPSing him. The giant eye won't spawn because he's weakened, so just nuke him. We'll tank these ads on the outside. Do not leave the ads on the outside, guys. They do have to have a tank or they'll just one-shot range.
Put Sunders on Cthulhu if you can.
Alright, back into the other phase. People will be swallowed again. And I will be smacked in the face by a giant tentacle.
Ugh.
We're getting overrun by 10. Oh, everybody's dead. No wonder.
Yeah, just wipe it up. So yeah, that's another thing that I guess I didn't point out is that those claw tentacles all have an aggro table and they have to be tanked, otherwise they're gonna obliterate people.
So they're tanked, but no, everyone focus on the boss, right?
Only if he's weakened. Otherwise, we do need to kill them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, if you're outside, your only job is to kill ads.
Yeah.
Nothing else you can do.
You okay, buddy?
They came and ate me. It came and ate me.
A dad in the belly.
And that's where I died.
So from watching the fight in phase 2, it might be a good idea for like at least 3 of us hunters be on the opposite side of the room to make sure.
Well, you can't, because then the big eye can spawn on that side, and then we're dead.
But we
So-
can't reach the back tentacles. That's the problem.
Like, you can reach them if you go right up to the boss. You can stand right up, basically, in Cthulhu if you have to, but everybody has to be on one side of the room, because otherwise that giant eye can spawn anywhere, and if he's, you know, on the other side of the room when he spawns, we don't have people to interrupt him, and he's just gonna basically obliterate us.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you don't need to necessarily stack, which is what was said earlier. You just need to be on the same side so they can spawn close to us.
Yeah, that's why I said loosely stack on that side of the room, right? So, I guess I should have said spread out on that side of the room.
We only took like 20% of the I-beam damage that we took on the previous attempt. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely spacing was much better. Yeah, can he be sundered before he's weakened?
Yeah, you can like damage him, it just does like no damage.
Okay, so yeah, get sunders stacked on him and everything before we weaken him then.
And Outlaws, if I'm aware, I think can be stunned as well.
I'll try to get Shadow Vulnerability up on him before.
Yeah, that's true, Scorches too. Yeah, it's extremely important to time the killing of that other tentacle for when everything is clear to go on the outside.
Yeah, it actually ended up perfect.
Except that we still had one of the big tentacles up, and it wasn't tanked. So that's what killed most people, is that untanked tentacle was just obliterating everyone.
I just was unlucky and got targeted by 2 of the eyes.
Yeah,
Arrgh.
to go down.
I know, there's like almost unhealable.
Alright, we're gonna drop a repair bot because someone in the raid, again, didn't repair. And no, same with last time, it is not me. And if people keep saying it's me, Venice, for God's sakes!
You think I was not going to call him out?
Anyways, who wants to drop a repair bot? I have it, I just need an engineer to drop it.
Juicy can. Alright, I'm dropping it back here.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Everybody repair.
Juicy needs a skull back or whatever it was.
Okay.
We got Patea coming in.
K-Preem and Jorlinkin. Are you two ready? K-Preem.
I think you went to the restroom.
Well, tell him to crap faster.
K-Preem is to crap.
Maybe he just had a really full bladder.
Well, that sucks. It won't let you use that range radar inside an instance.
He's doing something good.
Oh, you win.
That was great. Well played. Well played.
Dag nabbit, K-Preem!
Man, I even went to the bathroom and got back.
At least
Doesn't he know that you just wear a freaking diaper to this crap? Just throw on some Depends.
Mom! Bathroom! Bathroom!
Yeah, at least that guy Little Mage, he took his headset in there so we knew what he was doing.
Oh god.
Who was that kid that did that? That was hilarious.
Little Mage butts.
That was disgusting.
It was awful.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I take you guys to the bathroom all the time. I just mute my damn.
I'm on
Thank
push
you.
to talk and I still mute my headset if I go into the bathroom because I'm paranoid that my push to talk is gonna get stuck on somehow.
I always worry about that on meetings. Every time I'm on a meeting, I have to go to the restroom.
Also, if you're not on push to talk and you're not the main tank, you should be on push to talk. Because of reasons like that.
Thank you for that.
Bye.
Or people clearing their throat.
Yeah, I'm bad about that sometimes.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna wait all night for him. I'm gonna do one more ready check. If it ends and he's AFK, then we're just gonna go in.
Don't hold out for him, Dose.
I want my office back. My family's making fun of me.
That would be amazing, Lumina.
Anyone got any snowballs?
Character.
In my bank, I do.
Alright, full timer going up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stagger, stagger, stagger.
First groups go.
Oh god, that one didn't do so good.
8 touch before I can get there.
Yeah, it's alright. It's all good. I'll just watch.
Here. Now get away from me. Damn it, Tink. Oh, you guys had a chain in the melee.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Watch
Again.
spacing in there.
Oh,
We got
shit.
Glare and eyes
They're going out.
counterclockwise.
Shit! Stop yelling shit during the middle of a raid, dude. Put yourself on push to talk, tank.
God damn it, Gran.
Couldn't resist.
Clark's gonna go on the left.
Eyes coming up in 3. Dark glare. Counterclockwise.
Can we get darkest up, please?
Eyes.
As soon as we get him into phase 2, everybody please get to this side of the room. The sooner the better, because the first ads that spawn, we want them on this side.
Start moving now.
Oh.
Dark Glare. Oh, it ends Dark Glare. Nice.
Ooh.
Make sure we're killing off that claw tentacle in the back there.
Yeah, you can stun the giant ones. It's really important so they don't hit people.
Okay, if we're just super careful, we can get this. Watch your stacks inside, keep the ads down outside. Get those eyes on the far sides, Hunter. Oh, that did not get interrupted.
Gotta interrupt that.
There's literally nothing more important in this entire fight than interrupting that eye when it spawns. Alright, let's just wipe it up and then run back real quick. Try and get a cleaner attempt in.
Oh. I need to reload apparently because I don't have a release button.
Well played, Seafood. Well played.
He hit me so hard I don't even have a release button. I just have to lay here dead.
I feigned to get out of a eye tentacle, ran away, and then he's like, "Nope, I'm putting you in my stomach."
Sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the only thing the hunters are focusing on when those eyes are out, is just all of the ones on the far side. And then everybody else will take care of the ones on the close side.
Yeah, and from what I could see, we were pretty much doing that.
Yeah, just that first ring in phase 2 was up a little bit long. I mean, that's not what wiped us, obviously. The I-beam is what wiped us. Like, it's just we can't have anybody on that side of the room, because if they get targeted with the giant eye, then it's just basically an instant wipe.
Yeah, we pretty much have to be just inside of Seathun to be able to reach them.
Yeah. Like, if we have a melee at each spawn location of the eyes, and one of them gets the giant eye on them, then the whole raid is going to have to shift to try and kill that eye fast enough that it doesn't get a beam off on people. But it shouldn't be a problem. Like, we have an abundance of hunters in our raid team compared to most raid teams.
Who did that?
Hi, how are ya?
Angron, Giggle, Nancho, you guys ready?
Can I bubble tank, or is it gonna give me some kind of weird, crazy aggro shit and kill everybody?
Can you bubble the tanks? In phase 1, absolutely.
If you bubble him before combat starts, it should be fine.
Oh, tank, yeah, it should be fine as long as you do it before he goes in at all.
There, he's bubbled. You gotta pull the next 30 seconds.
5,
Full timer's up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, go, go!
Why did you guys go close to me? Just let me kill this tentacle by myself.
I can pull Ven up in 2 minutes after my cooldown's up.
It does get closer to GC, you might kill X.
Dark glare. Counter, or no, it's going clockwise.
Eye tentacles up.
We have like at least 2 groups at the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, I don't know how we're getting positioning so messed up on this first phase, guys.
I don't know, but I can't get close enough to do anything. Just chilling back here.
Go straight up into the right there.
There's not enough space. I'm gonna run between people.
Just do it between I-beams.
There's like nobody on my side.
Yeah, what is going on here?
People with marks are dead, so.
Still, I mean,
So the marks are just an assistant, right? Like, it's up to...
People need to readjust.
Yeah. Like, people need to observe where they are on the map. I mean, it's not a difficult room to get a point on to say this is where I am. And then, literally every time, you're just the opposite.
yeah, you just go back and forth between 2 points the whole fight.
Go back to the same point you went to before.
Yeah, on the second one, yeah.
Like 1 goes to 8, 8 goes to 1.
Yep.
Do you guys want to just wipe it? Half the people are dead.
Yeah, wipe it up.
Why are melee not stacking on top of their mark? I'm very confused by that.
Just start calling me out.
Did everybody stack up as then go just I-beam us all?
If you're in the same group, then it's fine.
No, I know.
But if it's like there should only be 2 melee per group at most. So if 2 people get hit, it's not that bad. The third person that gets hit will die.
Or in that case right there, chained like 4 of us together. Stay on your mark. Mark, stay separate from each other. Stop fucking doing it, dude. It's so easy.
I'm just trying to die. Hurry up and kill me.
He can only kill us so fast. Oi.
The eye tentacles will take care of it quickly.
Thank you, Altair.
I love the way their legs squish up when they jump.
Alright, so if you need a quick potty break, now would be the chance.
Couldn't resist.
Okay, I'm gonna limp my way up there. Totally hurt my foot on Sunday. I'm using a cane.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Now what?
So just to reiterate what's going on here in this first phase, the initial position you're in is where you start. At the end of that I-beam, before it ends, you need to be positioned exactly opposite of where you started. So that means the melee in the group that's positioning needs to be front and center of their kind of piece of the pie around the room, and all the range need to be spread in the back of their area. You don't have to necessarily move slowly. If you know where you're heading to, just get there. If you have a clear path all the way to where you're supposed to be when that I-beam ends, just get there and start DPSing from that spot. But make sure that when that I-beam ends, that you're not in someone else's position.
Now you want us to kill the ads on the way around too, though, right?
Yes. They die super easy though. Those little eyes. It's like as you're running past, if you see one, just stop, toss a bolt at it. Basically, one bolt is gonna pretty much finish it off. But yeah, what Juicy's saying is exactly correct. By the time that beam ends, no matter what you're doing in between, that doesn't matter. What matters is that when that beam ends, you are exactly opposite of where you were when that beam started. And then you're going to stay there until the next beam and just do it all again and go back to your original position. Seriously, dude, you've never had a honey cruller?
Is it said cruller?
The hell is a honey cruller?
Yeah, that's my crawler.
Oh my god.
Look what you live with, Gran.
Must be a Canadian thing.
Take action. But no, I've never had one.
I say cruller.
How do you weirdos pronounce it?
They say it
I've
cruller
never
here.
heard of what you're talking about.
Same.
It's a cruller.
You're god, people. Take a trip to Canada, go to Tim Hortons, and get yourself a damn honey cruller.
Don't get
Go to
one in
Canada.
Japan.
It's like twisty with like a honey glaze, and it's like half cooked inside and gooey and delicious.
I didn't say half cooked, but it's like airy and it's delicious.
Yeah, they're delicious over there. I tried one over here and it had cheese inside. I was not introduced.
What?
Who would do that? Wait, actually, I would probably like that. I love cheese.
Can I say something really quick about melee when you're standing around? What I've been doing is, because the hitbox is pretty big, so if I look to like the people on my right and left, if you guys are like really close to the hitbox, I'll step out a bit, so it's a little bit further range between us, between the groups. So like one group of melee is closer in towards the eye, and then melee to the next to them, to the groups next to them, are a little bit farther out. So there's more distance in between.
Yeah, basically whatever you have to do to make sure that you are opposite of where you started and that rangefinder says nobody is within 10 yards unless you're stacking exactly with another melee. And if you are stacking with another melee, you need to be getting right in there all homosexual-like inside of your buddy. Just like Dose has been with Juicy in all of his inappropriateness.
Is Dose the power
Right.
bottom?
I mean, those would be badass.
I'm the dominant top. What are you talking about? Juicy's the bottom.
Oh god.
Alright, putting another ready checkout.
Practice on that, I can tell.
Hi, my name is Lance, and I have a lance for you.
Jesus, dude.
Wow.
Damn.
Jiri and Lumina.
Alright, I'm hurting.
Lumina
Look at this, you're scaring off our tank, man.
Lumina said like 5 minutes.
No, I can't, Wrath, because it made me uncomfortable saying it the first time. It sounded way funnier in my head.
I don't know. It was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
Let's poke this guy in his brown eye.
Oh my god.
Oh, you do that well.
I'm so glad I got headsets on.
Did you, like, take some E tonight or something, Dose?
Just trying to stay relaxed.
There, Lumina's back. Alright, pull timer going up.
What the hell is a cronut?
4, 3,
You don't want to know, it's terrible.
1.
No, it's
Hunter, bastard.
Clear comms.
Alright, let's go in.
Tink here, you see, she's running in circles.
Alright, watch spacing. Pretend your neighbor has COVID.
K-Preem, you're in the wrong position.
I'm just spaced out because people keep running into me.
You're not even where you're.
Dark glare incoming. Take out the tentacles on your way.
Look over to where my groove is at and tell me how much room I'll have.
You ran out of health? I'm not helpful.
Oh, I-beam.
Let's get Juicy up.
Okay, I got him.
Everybody should be in your position already.
Juicy?
Yeah, I was waiting for the I-beam and I wasn't sure where I was gonna rest.
Ah.
Eyes? Eyes coming up in 5.
Dark glare incoming. Watch where the eye is.
Counterclockwise.
Everybody should be in their secondary positions. Well, actually, your primary position, technically.
Hey, Dels, get closer to me. Close. Not close enough.
Eyes? Get those eyes down, then finish off the giant eye. It's looking at us funny.
Alright, all to the back of the room.
Faith, I'm getting you up real quick. Oh. Why is it not working?
Get this guy stunned.
Oh, it's got 43 seconds on it, my bad. I'll come get you in 43 seconds.
I'm sucked inside.
Don't forget to interrupt the big eye, guys, when it spawns.
Plenty of room to spread out too.
Eyes.
Interrupt.
Big eye, big eye, big eye.
Good job. Good job.
We got eyes in the back. Small eyes.
Yo, Tink, get that eye right there.
Yeah, it's with my internet, so latency's way above.
Stepping out from inside.
Get those eyes.
Yeah, I think.
Get these ones in the back. Stun that tentacle.
Eyes.
Interrupt. Oh, I got sucked in again. And I'm gonna be dead because he sent me in at no health. Oh, we have a healer in here. Good.
It's a wipe.
It's a wipe.
Well, yeah.
Alrighty.
I feel like our biggest problem in phase 2 right now is Mindflay.
I would agree. It's been what's killed me.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the little eyes are staying up so long, because they literally have about 2 to 3k health.
They're really far away.
Right, but we have 5 hunters.
Still can't reach them.
So you gotta move so you can get them, just barely get them in range and kill them. Like, that's a huge priority, right? Like, it's one of the more important things.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take the risk that possibly one of the big eyes may pop up while we're back there.
There's a timer on the big eye also. A DBM timer.
Like, basically, if you guys go and nuke those back... If you guys go back and nuke those back eyes immediately when they come out, there shouldn't ever be an issue with you guys spawning a big eye back there.
And that's what I was doing. I was just running back there, trying to get those back 3 at least.
But, like, try and watch the DBM timers and be positioned to kill them right when they come out, right? Because, like, one full Mindflay cast that they get off could be someone dead. The ones up front aren't as much of a problem because everybody's close to them, so they can be interrupted, stunned. But the ones in the back have to be nuked by you guys immediately. Oh yeah, and I don't know if any other warriors have noticed it, but when you get sucked into Cthulhu, he actually removes all of your buffs, which includes your stance. So,
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what does it.
That's why I had no bars.
Yeah. That actually scared the crap out of me too, because it's like mid-fight, all of a sudden you have no abilities on your bar, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was just gonna say something like that, Tink. So, yeah, Rika and me will be here on this side of the room, and then the other 3 hunters will be here. and then we'll run back, kill them.
Yeah, it shouldn't take much if you guys just step in there, nuke them, and then step back to the other
The
side.
split between the little eye second. So the little eyes come up, and then the second later, the big eye comes up, according to the timer. So, I mean, we can hang back a little bit until we can, or try to get the first two that are back there closest to us at this point, but furthest away, then leave the two furthest away till after the eyes come up and you guys are working.
Well,
It's only a second or two difference between when the little ones and when the big one comes up. So if you just go as soon as the big one pops up, then there's no danger in it spawning far away from us.
And the melee should have the big one, right? At least to keep it occupied. The little ones need to draw by range. That's the key.
Yeah, we're just talking because the big guy chooses a player to spawn on, basically. So we don't want the hunters to run to the other side and have it spawn on the far side of the room where it can't be controlled.
Do you want me to drop a bot? I'm at 22. I can do one more.
You didn't prepare the last time there was a bot?
Who dropped the bot?
Like 2 attempts ago.
Yeah, I dropped it.
Talked about it, said where it was.
This is true, it happened.
I don't know who else brings bots. Thanks.
It was announced on the raid.
Yeah.
I have a bunch on me because Anshu sent me all the extras.
Oh.
I'm ready. Click.
Well, with Anshu gone, I am the guild engineer.
I mean, I don't know. Juicy dropped that last one.
Huh.
I'm here. Sorry, I was fixing a macro.
Venice, Caprine, Giggle.
Well, that's all right. I'll drop one of my own bots if I want.
Let me know when you're due.
All right.
No, I'm not telling fucking anybody.
Pull timer going up. We can drop one after this attempt if people have rig gear.
3, 2, 1.
In we go. I just got punted all the way to the wall.
I saw that.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt.
No, you're on top of us.
Dude, I can't go any further right. Move left, man.
One more time, Daddy. One more time.
Tentacles.
It's going counterclockwise.
Back up from this claw.
Okay, everybody should be in their secondary positions right now.
You guys are too close.
Eyeballs.
Lana or Jerry, who are your stack mates? It appears you're both in a group by yourself.
We are.
Then you guys should stack on top of each other.
There is room for 8 melee to stack around him separately. Like, within his hitbox.
He likes me, he likes me.
See if we can get Jorlunkin up, if we have a battle res.
You mean it's not my cooldown?
I can get him.
Dark glare in 4.
Dark glare, watch where the eye is.
And we are going counterclockwise. And he's not even facing at the floor. This is weird. Okay, apparently I'm just glitched.
Oh, he's aiming at the ceiling for me.
That's funny that it's more than one of you. Okay, we are about to head into phase 2.
Oh, very good, very good.
Let's go, stack up at the back.
What?
A-hole punted me to the doorway. I must have got a little too close.
You can down these big tentacles, by the way. Helps out a lot.
Yeah, they hit harder than anything in here, as far as like direct physical damage.
Yeah, 1500.
Alright, eyes coming up in 6.
Pardon?
Get the eyes.
Got eaten.
Interrupt that giant eye.
Thanks, kidney.
Oh, way better.
That was 1,000
Yeah.
better.
Let's keep doing that.
3 healers got ported in.
That was BS.
You guys
Folks
can
that are
come
worth
out.
pains.
Yeah, we have to come out one at a time.
You don't have to.
You run the chance.
If you're all on at the same time, you're fine. You just don't want to stagger jumping onto the thing and get punted at the ceiling like I did.
Eyes coming up. 5.
Eyes are up.
One of the flesh tentacles is dead.
It is far to the right. Far to the right.
Interrupt that thing.
Make sure you get the tiny eyes too.
Went into the stomach.
Yummy.
The left one is at 42.
Nazik, where are you?
I got him.
So just take it to 20 and then leave it. We're gonna have another eye phase here. Eyes are up. There's also a big tentacle.
Hands on big tentacle.
No more damage on that tentacle inside. Next person that goes... Oh, it just died.
It's pushed.
Yep.
Alright. Tank the tentacle on the outside and everybody DPS boss.
I shall hit it with my butt plug.
Actually, that was fairly well timed.
Yeah, I think I left a dot on it and it must have killed it. But it was at like 30%, so I figured it would be fine.
No, we don't need to worry about another gaze or eye. We don't have to be spread out, right?
Not for this, but as soon as it ends, then we gotta just get back to our position so that hopefully the eyes and stuff spawn back a little bit from Cthulhu.
Who's ending? Giant claws coming. Everybody, back up
Eyes
to.
at 35.
Giant claw.
Damn it, opposite time. Every time.
Eyes coming up in 6.
Giant eyes here in the front. Make sure we're getting the little eyes down too.
Interrupt.
Well, I mean, you got to get out. You're at 9.
Get the hell out. I died at 10 when I was trying to port out actively.
Needs milk. Thing.
Why is this guy sometimes immune to stun?
Left tentacles at 65.
Eyes.
Going out.
Those eyes, they're killing us. Azrio, can you toss... Oh, crap. Do you have a battle res up?
Tentacles at 10% when you want.
Minutes.
Let's get down these eye tentacles and claw, and then we are going to pop it. Quickly nuke the eyes.
Oh, I got me.
Alright, pop it.
Get some boss.
Simon, do you have a battle res?
Nope, mine's used. Weaken's ending.
5.
Back into positions. If we can make it to one more weaken, we can finish this. No more deaths, guys.
We pull his eyes as fast as possible. We can't lose any more healers.
I'm bent.
Yeah.
Just...
It'll be fine after the big eye pops to have a couple of melee charge to the back ones, because we're down a hunter now. But definitely don't go back there until you see the big eye spawn.
Range.
Big eyes up, help kill the back ones.
One healer down.
I got tossed out of the belly on the other side.
2 healers down.
Eye tentacles and giant claw coming up. Interrupt those eyes. Pretty sure distracting shot will interrupt them as well.
It does not.
No.
Scatter shot would if we
That's the one I meant.
It was immune to scatter.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's the one I tried.
That makes sense because it's a disorient and not a stun or a interrupt.
I'm down.
What's the inside tentacles at?
10. So one's down, one's at 100.
Eyes.
You get a tank on the claw on the left. Oh, never mind.
What's the inside claw at?
90s.
Yeah, it's only like 6 people up.
There's only like, yeah. There's only like 8 of you left.
Yeah, wipe it up. Good attempt, though. It's our best one yet. I think once we get that cleaned up in that last phase, we'll be fine.
So here's a question I have. So I got sucked into the stomach. Being that the hunters are crucial for those eyes to go down, should we just get straight out of there and back out?
Yes, jump out immediately.
Okay.
Honestly, like all the melees can just focus the big eyes, and then all the range can focus the smaller eyes in the back.
Yeah, I mean that's what should be going on mostly. So, like, we should have basically all of the mages, and even the warlocks can help too with the little eyes. The only thing we don't want is 20 bolts going at the same eye, right?
Yeah.
Because each of those little eyes take like one shot.
Yeah, as long as we're in like the back half, like we should be fine.
Do you want us to soulstone a bunch of the healers?
Yes.
Yeah.
McQuizzy, that's the wrong zone.
Yeah, like when I was on my mage, I was finding if I did a Scorch followed by a Fire Blast, it was dead.
McQuizzy, you're still headed to AQ20.
I'm gonna drop a repair bot, and it's up to you to find out where it is.
He's gonna drop it in like Twins' room or something.
Or something. I'm gonna go to the royal family, drop it there.
I bet you would.
Well, I guess you're gonna miss the Cthulhu kill.
Really? You think I'm that much of an asshole?
No, I don't. It's close.
Angry. You know,
sounds
hey,
like something I would do.
I was watching this like big truck recovery show, like the 401, and this guy that was at a snowplow got stuck, and he talked with a strong Canadian accent. I immediately thought of you.
That's sweet.
Yep, I think of you during non-WoW times.
Sounds like he thinks of you a lot, Can't.
All the time.
I found your bot.
He just followed me.
Yes, I did.
Bot's in the other room, guys.
It's by the guys
By the
for the quest.
blue swirly guys.
Is Anshu like gone? Can we message him to log in to make my shield when I finish leveling my warrior?
He'll be around here and there, he said.
Ah, sweet.
Which shield are you looking for?
The engineering shield?
I can make it.
I don't want it from you. I want it from Angrod. Make me my shield, Angrod.
You mean Anshu?
No, you!
I don't have engineering.
Damn it, level it up.
I am on my warlock.
Hey, so just FYI, I did some adulting last weekend, bought a couple appliances, and this water faucet that turns on with motion sensor.
Bad idea.
Nah, it's amazing.
I've been to the airport. Bad idea.
I feel like that would end up being a bad idea with my cats.
Oh gosh.
They would learn how to turn it on.
Why would you have cats? There's your problem. Let's solve
They're
that.
amazing.
So I'm gonna say this is probably the attempt to start popping consumables if you haven't been.
Oh, I've already been doing that.
I mean, I know some people are going to do it every bloody attempt, but
I'm almost out of mongoose butts.
I think we're at the point where a kill is, the next attempt or the one after, kind of. It's taken longer than I expected, but we're getting there.
We've done really well.
Yeah, and I mean, like I say, the one we did in the other night are people who have already full cleared this freaking place the first week, so. And we're down 3 people, which makes a big difference as well, especially with the early stages of the fight. Everything's lasting that much longer, ads aren't going down as fast, it's extra tax on the healers. Like that last attempt, I think the biggest issue toward the end was healers were just out of mana and people were dying because we just couldn't keep them up.
It's Nazik's fault.
I got blasted by a small eye from like 80% to dead. I had managed to heal myself, but it just...
I was literally using the Seal of Wisdom on Cthulhu even though it could do no damage just to get mana back.
Well, that's a pretty good idea.
Alright, ready checking.
May only do 1 damage per hit, but it gives me a decent amount of mana.
Does Blessing of Wisdom take a debuff slot?
Yeah, only do it during the part where it's everybody out.
Alrighty, full timer going up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, start in, keep spread.
There's an eye tentacle on the stairs.
Yeah, I got punted way back.
So whoever's in
There you
group
are.
8 needs to... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was way back there because of that.
It punted me in. Alright, we have eyes in 5. Glare in 5.
Belly and roll deep.
Watch where he's facing.
Counterclockwise.
Drop off.
Arr. I am directionally challenged.
That's clockwise, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Very much clockwise.
I pointed it out immediately.
Good, good.
To her, anyways.
Got this better spatial awareness than that.
Let's just run out of position, Angon.
Okay. Melee needs to move more than that. You guys trapped us.
Can you make sure you're in your group's spot?
Who's in range of capering? Alright, sweet.
Claw.
Arthur incoming.
Watch where he's facing.
That one's counterclockwise. Ezreal, can you pick up Tink?
Jerry, don't be on top of me and Moon.
So everybody should be in their positions now. Like, before that even ends, people should be in their positions.
That was close.
Jerry and Zalana from now on stack on top of each other. You guys box us in a lot.
Then have somebody change our marks. I'm just following the mark, man.
Will somebody please change their marks after this fight?
Alright, phase 2, get in the back.
Come on, Rosa Parks.
Eyes coming up in 8. That was a very long 8.
Get all the little ones ranged.
Eye in 3. I'm magically delicious.
Stun the claw, guys. You can stun it.
Hey, how many hunters do you guys have over there on the east side?
I see me and Tink. And Chip.
Come over here to the west side.
Well, you got 8 stacks.
Eyes.
9. Okay, go get out of there.
Interrupt. Thank you. If we can get any DPS up, this would be the time to do it. Well, no, DPS him first.
Oh, whoever put Judgment of Wisdom on, I love you.
You're welcome.
As soon as this ends, let's try and get a couple of DPS up. Takasha, Houdini, Roldy. Somebody that's usually towards the top of our charts.
Okay, 5 seconds.
That was better DPS for this weekend phase.
Just focus on killing those little eyes, guys.
Poke his eyes out.
Stun the big one, remember.
He goes immune periodically.
Next eye's in 20.
Stay kind of spread too, just in case.
I'm delicious again.
Off to the right.
Eyeballs. Next big eye in 20.
Ben, you have Innervate.
You're my hero.
Eyes.
Off to the right.
Big eye on the right. Oh my gosh, I must really taste good.
Racing.
How's the tentacle health?
We're looking about 70.
Juicy's inside.
50% on one tentacle, the other's dead.
Get it low.
Can you kill it?
Alright, kill it.
Alright, guys, go ham when it gets meek.
Everybody on the boss, let Zyman tank that.
Also be careful with the debuffs, so we don't push off Ignite or anything.
That needs heal.
You're good.
Nuke him hard.
Does this guy resist nature damage or some shit?
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
One more phase and we got this.
Weaken's ending.
Yep, just keep things controlled, guys. Take out this tentacle in the back.
Next eye and 35.
Do a giant claw. Pick it up, please.
Tally can bandage.
Well, then do it. Stop scaring me.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to have mana.
You're scaring me.
Alright, another giant eye coming in 1.
Get them bones down.
Make sure to keep it interrupted.
This giant claw has to die too, guys.
Go back to the claw after this eye.
Almost dead.
Big eye up.
Oh, just kill the stomach tentacles.
What percent are they at?
50% the last one.
Okay, burn it down lower.
So the small eyes, we got 2 left.
Is that 20%? You want dead?
Yeah, finish those small eyes.
They're done.
Alright, kill it. I got this tentacle in the back, just nuke the boss.
Seriously, I.
Never mind, Zyman's got this tentacle in the back, just nuke the boss.
Good job, guys.
Guys. 8 and a 9.
Sweet!
Oh, I got the killing blow.
Oh.
That's a lot of rep.
That is a lot of rep.
Damn.
No, Jammin, unfortunately you gotta run back. Don't start doing loot until he's back, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's 3,000 or more loot or rep. That's insane.
That's awesome.
Very, very proud of each and every one of you working through this.
Of course, we get feral tanking loot.
I'm pretty sure that's what AQ is just like, I'm sorry, feral druids.
Zyman definitely sits outside, and the minute that the raid is created, he zones in to see it for himself.
I mean, that belt is actually super good.
Can everybody pick up the eye here?
What's the feral tanking? Which one's the feral tanking? I don't see that.
The eye is for.
I see a rogue belt.
It's for a quest, but you have to be awarded it like any other piece of loot. It's not like a quest item that you can just pick up.
Why does
It's like the head of Beth or the head of.
why do the hunter gear have plus damage to heal?
Because it's
damage
pretty
and
much
healing?
shit
It's for
for
arcane
almost
shot.
every class.
It was supposed to be an arcane shot set.
Yeah, it's bullcrap.
Yeah, it's trash. Tier 2 is actually better. At
Here
least
you
in
go, brother
AoE.
Jamin.
Dude, I'm running.
Where did you die? I'm trying to find
Oh,
your.
that's right. He's a dead inside the
I
body.
died on the jump pad.
That's for the carapace.
Yeah, but it's like 3 feet off the ground on the jump pad.
I mean, you can summon me. I'm inside
Wait.
the basin.
Oh, I think I had.
Summon him!
I started to cast a res and then you zoned in.
Yeah, I'm inside now if you res me. I mean, you know, summon.
Okay, we could start. Warrior, Paladin, Hunter, Rogue. I think Tink already linked everything as well.
Yeah, the first ones I linked were those.
So far, we got Altair at 25%.
Is what do you need to get this?
And this is what the eye gives.
Dose with 50%. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grats dose, 50%. Priest, Mage, Warlock, Druid. Giggle so far. Now it's John Dar. And then Wrath. Really wants it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grats Wrath.
Oops, agony.
Whoa, that's not
Pretty good belt. We got Roldy with full GP. 5, 4, Felian, full GP. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grats Felian. That's a pretty nice Healy belt.
So which way to Visk?
Ashriel with full GP. 5, 4, 3. Darkest Dream. Venice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grats Venice. And then the eye.
And what did that give?
Some really nice stuff. If you're a caster, you would want this.
I'll link it again.
Like, I can't think of a better ring than that ring. Five, 4, 3,
Be careful.
2, 1.
I don't know if the trash.
Grats Giggle with full GP. And
The
that's
trash is
Faluda.
not respawned. It's fully.
No,
spawned.
I meant despawn.
Thankfully, we'll get that eye every week.
It has 100%, doesn't it?
Yep. And we're all going to want that one, unlike all the other heads and stuff.
Yeah, are we gonna take a picture? I think most of us have.
Ray ran away.
Ran away. Well,
Run
Skitter.
away! Run away!
He hath poked his eyes out.
We poked him in the brown eye.
Oh my.
Mmm.
Oh my.
I was thinking that we had teleported to the Twin Imps after Oro instead of killed the trash. That's why I was wondering if there might still be some trash up.
I ran through this earlier.
Is that when you were looking for a place to put that bot?
Yep. Up your ass. You didn't even know, did you? That's how stealthy I am.
I mean, it does have a vibrating arm.
Whoa, now.
Steam powered.
To anybody who's following me, I don't know where I'm going.
Neither do I.
I'm vaguely following people
following
very
somebody.
far ahead of me.
Well, when
It's
you get to
okay.
Twin M's room, you just keep going.
That's specific.
I did that.
There's this wonderful thing called a mini map.
Get to Hoo-Hoo's room, take a right.
Minimap really
Take a
doesn't
left.
help that much in here.
There is no right from Hoo-Hoo's room.
Take a left.
Well, I mean, there's
Door
a
should be on
right.
the right-hand side.
Yeah.
and then it's a
Just-
left path after that.
If you always just do the opposite of what Teague says, you'll be okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rolly, do you have like a carrot and gloves on?
He does.
I mean, I don't have a bug knot either, Juicy. Let's do this.
I'm fairly certain the devs were on acid when they designed this place.
I think they actually came out and admitted as such.
This is like the worst instance ever.
Yes.
What?
Oh, I hadn't noticed that
Take
there's
the board again.
sand waterfalls.
Half-Life.
Well,
They
sand
just
falls.
they wanted this raid to be grandiose because Karazhan was meant to come out with classic, actually vanilla, and then they dropped that and they pushed it to the next raid tier.
Yep.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the post-Nax raid, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I freaking love Kara. It's the best place ever.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was alright.
With Gran or me making the gargling noise. This is important.
Porque no los dos.
What?
And Black Temple.
Black Temple was really well designed.
Yes.
My guild sucked too much.
Don't get too close, guys.
Way to go, Angron.
Right?
I mean, he resets when he comes out the door, so it's not a huge thing.
I love the eye.
So everybody full nature resist gear for this.
We should still run the cold weapons, right?
Yeah, but we're going to be keeping melee out to start with this one just to see how long it takes to get him through that, or get him to the shatter phase with just the range doing it.
Does he require the cold weapon shit at a later point after that? I just want to make sure I go in with the right weapons.
It's the entire fight.
Like, it really doesn't matter if you're not in for the shatter phase, but you may as well use them anyways, because the faster the weapon, the better, because you're never dealing damage to him. And you can just throw on your DPS weapons for the globules.
Alright,
cool.
I have a couple of frost oils. Open trade with
So what about hunters?
Are we gonna frost oil if we're melee staying out?
You don't have to, this first attempt. When we go at it again next week, we may. It just depends how long it's taking us to get through the shatter phase.
Okay, so we don't really need frost oils if melee's gonna stay out.
No, not this time. We're going to try it a couple different ways. I mean, this is by far the hardest fight in here. Even some pretty top-end guilds are still... Even Redacted, for instance, still wipes on this pretty much every week, at least once or twice. And these are guilds that cheese the living shit out of it, with every single raid member pretty much having separate charges, so... So yeah, essentially, myself and Juicy are going to be the only two tanks on this one. We're going to go in and try and position him right about where he's sitting right now. That was part of my problem last time, is I positioned him horribly. And every ranged with a frost wand or ability is going to start hitting him with everything you got. I have been told that casting rank 1 Blizzard on him is the most effective way for mages because of the fact that it hits once every second, and rank 1 Frostbolt is 1.5 seconds. I don't know 100% if that works, because I'm not sure if it has to be directional. But I would try it and just see how that works. But as soon as he goes into the shatter phase, that's when every melee needs to get in there immediately and just swing at him. Doesn't matter how much damage you're dealing, it just matters how many hits. So if you have low-cost abilities that you can swing at them, like, you know, even... I don't know if it has to be a damage ability or if even Handstring would work, but play around with it, shatter them as quickly as you can. The shatter phase is going to take way less time than the freezing phase anyways.
Can we summon the remaining 2, please?
Pardon?
Or could we summon Juicy?
I thought we just did we not?
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
Weird. Oh, and I should fix these groups.
Kent, do you want me to come in for the aura?
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I'm probably going to get obliterated without it.
Okay. I got daggers, so.
Sounds
good. In melee.
Oh crap! Do you want to swap me and Jandar since I have improved imp, unless he also has improved imp?
Jandar, are you still running improved imp, or did you switch it? You switched out of that. That's right.
Yeah, I switched.
All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put a hunter in each of the caster groups. And that way the hunters can stand, like except for tank, the rest of the hunters can stand back out of range of everything and still be giving the aura to the ranged.
You're talking about the nature resist?
Yes, nature resistor. Alright, I think that's as good as it's getting for now.
Flip your frost wand.
Yeah, stay spread out. Try and kind of make a C around Cthulhu at range. And yes, when we get to the slimes phase, we are going to be marking them with skulls and burning them down one at a time. We're not going to try to AoE them, because we're going to have to see this fight a number of times before we can get to a point where we can try to one-phase it by AoEing them. So I'm going to leave that up to you, Angrod, to throw a skull on one at a time and just work your way around the room in a circle.
Okay.
And everybody, I mean, you don't even have to wait for the next skull to be put up necessarily. Just start moving to the next target in line. If they do get towards the middle, you're free to try and AoE them down. They don't have a ridiculous amount of health, but it would take like all of our AoE at once to get the majority of them down. Alright. Everybody who's going in, get in the front. Melee, you need to stand completely out of the room, I believe, to avoid getting hit with anything. And then we'll call for you when we need you to shatter.
Well, it's for us as hunters, so we'd be just...
Yeah, you want to be just in range of giving the aura to your group. Alright, pull timer going up. Let's give this a shot.
3, 2, 1.
Well, that's an odd angle.
That's what she said.
We need dispels.
We got hit with a volley on the bridge here.
Oh, well that's unfortunate. I wonder how far back you have to be to avoid that.
Line of sight, maybe?
No, it's where my body is all the further back you need to be. That's the line that separates it.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
This volley is murdering
DBM
people.
not have a count. Oh, there it is. Hits remaining 156, 55.
Yeah, it's forever.
Are we dying?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it was. I didn't expect to come in here and one-shot it, right? So, but I just wanted to come in here and at least get a shot at it, have a look at it. And I mean, it was worth it. We figured out where the melee have to stand. So.
Uh-oh. Somebody's kid's coming. It's coming for somebody.
It should reset when it gets out of the room.
I don't know if the blizzard ticks were working. Did the mages try it out?
I didn't see it, but I wasn't looking for it either, so.
I suppose we're running back, aren't we?
If you're in there, yeah. Anyone close to the door can probably be rezzed from the door, but otherwise, yeah.
Be close enough. I don't know if there's
Can-
anybody can res.
Can you res me from the bottom? I fell.
So, for us to give the aura, we have to be in there, taking damage.
Gotcha. Well, then you guys are just gonna have to stack as much nature resist as you possibly can, and just stand in there.
Well, a couple of us has hurricane. A couple of us have hurricanes, so we can sit in the back and blink away. And for the rest of us, I think.
Well,
buy
just
one after we get done with this.
I mean,
but-
it's way the heck back here, like where we're standing right now.
Yeah.
Is
out of range of
range.
hurricane.
So it's out of range of the nature resist volley, but we would never be able to hit them with our bow from here. So,
Right.
Oh, okay.
I was at max range, basically right there in the door.
Well, and our aura range is only 30 yards, so we have to be in there.
Right.
Nah, we'd be over time by the time we get another pull on him, and I mean the chances of us actually downing him with only 8 minutes left are pretty slim. So.
So done for the night.
Yes.
Can somebody res Dose at the bottom so I can?
One thing I will say is, it would really help for that fight if everyone, not just the melee, were to try to gather up whatever nature resist gear they can find. So anyone who has some time to be able to do that, just gather some nature resist gear. And the other thing is nature protection pots. Basically, the people who are killing him are having the whole raid blowing nature protection pots, pre-potting it, and then popping it again during the fight. So anyone who can bring those, that would be appreciated. We will try to get some together to hand out, but it's difficult to gather enough for the entire raid. So.
There's also a kind of a cheese from Lord Blackrock Spire. If people want to try to attempt to do that, or we can try to set that up, but it takes a lot of preparing for it.
Oh, you're talking about the venom sacks, huh?
Yeah. And we'll probably need like 8 stacks per person, so it'll take like a good hour or so to farm everything up, and they only last like an hour or two. So
I'll go farm some sacks with you.